Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is Neha. I am Sergeant at Arms for this entire term. Toastmaster Internationalist has 4 pillars of value, namely respect, service, excellence, and integrity. The mission of the Toastmaster is to provide supportive and positive learning environment to all the members in which they can excel in communication and leadership skill. They can build their confidence in professional way. And I have few announcements to make before start the meeting. Everyone, please turn off your mobile phone or put it in silence. Let me make sure mine is silent. Hope everyone did the same. And all the Toastmaster comes in a professional attire. And if you want to leave the meeting room or enter it, please do so only in between 2 segments. So in that way, we can avoid any distraction for the speaker. And please refrain, as a Toastmaster, refrain from talking about sex, religions and politics in the meeting. And water is available plenty and restroom is available outside of this room to my right side. Please use it. And Toastmaster is started and ended by the presiding officer. Our presiding officer is a freelance trainer, excel in soft skill and finance. Also, she published 5 books and translated 2 books from Tamil to English. I love reading books. Also, she is preparing 1 more book. It is about to come. I hope I will get some free copy from her. And also, she is a great writer, poet, and great speaker. Please welcome our presiding officer, a great speaker, Toastmaster Arunmozhi Villalan, onto the stage.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
I welcome you all to the 811th meeting of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmaster Club. This is the first meeting of the new year, and on behalf of the ExCom and the members of Chennai Wordsmiths, we wish you a happy new year to everyone present in this room. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Before I ask for guest introductions, let me open meeting number 811. There is one thing, a key differentiator between an inspiring person and an influencer. Any idea what it is? Okay, for a moment, can I have some answers? Who are your inspirers? Any answers? Yes.
People who are focused on their own career are inspirers.
Okay.
People who make sure that others are doing well are influencers.
Okay, wonderful. Any other ideas? Who is an inspirer and who is an influencer?
An influencer is a person who tries to persuade.
Okay.
Whereas inspirer, they don't, I say, directly try to persuade, but by their way of living, they try to change the characters by motivating the others.
Okay. In simple, an inspirer will try to do what is good for themselves, but an influencer will try to do what is good for the benefit of everyone as a whole. So, in an influencer, there is a call to action at the end of it. And who could be your inspirers and who could be your influencers? Any idea?
Inspirer can be a celebrity, a cricket player, whoever it is.
Correct.
An influencer can be your loved ones who's next to you, your colleague, etc.
Absolutely. Big round of applause. Thank you. Recently, I was influenced by one person. Guess who? It's not my parents, not my spouse, not my children either. I was influenced by my cook, Valliyakka. Why? She joined me about 3 months ago. And when the week she joined me, she came and she told me, Akka, I want leave for Pongal. And I said, okay, fine. Akka, that 4 days I won't come, okay? I was okay. Because she gave me advance notice, I was okay with it. But then I thought, just like my previous cooks, she is also not going to be consistent here and there. But the one thing that stuck me was, every single day she was consistent. She can be late, but she had never absented herself, even during the rains. I had to tell her, today you don't have to come because it's raining heavily. That's the kind of influence she had on me. Real development comes from not inspiring people, from people who actually influence you. Because that is where you want to be somewhere like them, somewhere like Valliyakka, committed to your principles, to your goals, ensuring that you focus on your self-development. Are we all really being influenced by the right people? As he rightly pointed out, it need not be a celebrity, it need not be a sports person, it need not be somebody who comes on advertisements. It could be a person sitting just next to you, a person whom you every day see but do not really care or do not really think that they could give us a message. But these are the real people who are influencing you, because your circle of influence determines your actions. Remember, fellow Toastmasters and guests, if you are influenced by the right crowd, like the one sitting on a Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock for self-development, I think this is the crowd that's going to lift you up. Correct? With that being said, always seed your thoughts with the right people who influence you, because people who inspire need not have a call to action with you, but people who influence definitely have a call to action at the end of it. Correct? With that being said, I'd like to introduce the guests. The guest list is long, so I request you to stand up and introduce yourself briefly with your name and where are you coming from. Okay? Can I have Nitesh Prem Kumar?
Hi all. Wishing you all.
The minutes of the meeting.
A tree strength lies in its root. Today, as we celebrate this moment, let's not forget the moments of the past meeting 810 which nurtured the success today. The highlights of the meeting 810 was, the meeting was officially opened by then presiding officer of our club, Toastmaster Avinash Kumar, who is not just a passionate software developer but also a leader who is passionate to empower others. I can proudly say he is my mentor also. The theme of the meeting was red, green and white. There were two proposed features, and the Best Speaker Award was won by Toastmaster Anjana Mahesh, and the Best Evaluator was Toastmaster Maithili Srinivas, and the Best Tag Role Player was Toastmaster Narendra. A key feature of table topic session was that it was also evaluated by DTM Reena, and the most important and interesting moment of the past meeting was installation of the new executive committee for the term January 2025 to June 2025. And the meeting was concluded by our new presiding officer of our club, Toastmaster Arumoli Villalan, who is not just active and energetic, but also a driving force at the backbone of our club. With the leaders like Toastmaster Arumoli Villalan, who is steering us forward, our club is sure to thrive. Over to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Sandhya.
I felt like I'm trying to learn swimming with a little spoon water, leaving me with major gap in my knowledge of the language. Knowing this, my father decided to transfer me to some other school where my Tamil will be taken care. So he made me to write entrance exam at two different schools. I wrote the exams, but I failed in both because of my poor performance in Tamil. Despite scoring well in English and mathematics. Determined to secure my admission, my father approached one of the schools and requested the principal, assuring that I will improve in Tamil once I join the school. The principal agreed to admit me, but only on the condition that we have to pay 2,000 rupees as building fund. In 1988, my father's monthly salary was not that amount. But my father didn't hesitate to pay that amount to get me the admission. After joining the school, I find it challenging to adapt to the vast, extensive Tamil syllabus and the fast-paced teaching style of my Tamil Amma. Those days, my Tamil period would be literally like Sala 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 rettai kilavi daga 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 rettai kilavi undallo Tamil undallo பிரித்து வைத்தல் நியாயம் இல்லை பிரித்து பார்த்தால் பொருளும் இல்லை undallo மீனாட்சி நீ சொல்லு Seeing my pain and strain, my Amma dedicated most of her evening to teach me Tamil. To make my learning more interesting, she taught me Tamil through music. Yes, she would sing those memorizing portions to me, and also she would read the lessons as many times as I needed. Apart from my Tamil Amma, my Amma is also one of the reasons that I learned Tamil to read, write, speak a little better. Though I was progressing well in that subject, the small doubt about my Tamil performance always lingered. During my 10th board exam, Tamil was my biggest concern. I was unsure whether I would pass, but I was very confident about other subjects. Till I finished school, Tamil was a subject that haunted me like a nightmare. During 12th standard, 1995, I had got a chance to showcase my Tamil talent. I seized it to a Tamil play and prepared with the theme Veerapandi Kattabomman. And I made extraordinary effort into preparing for it. During the play, I stepped onto the stage with confidence and delivered my lines flawlessly. And the thunderous round of applause that followed became a lasting reminder of the appreciation for my hard work to learn Tamil. Through perseverance, dedication, and support, I realized that the language is not just about words, it's also about connecting with culture, identity, and self-expression. The journey of mastering Tamil not only enriched my skills, also deepened my appreciation for both my heritage and myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I never gave up on my learning. No matter struggle, challenge, or pain, I never left it like just let it go. I made a choice to keep going, keep growing, and keep striving. Now, let me turn to your side and ask, what about you in your struggle? In your phase of doubts, what did you do? Did you continue or did you let go? Or the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinner. It was a wonderful.
Gurupi legacy, Jason.
Have you ever found money on the street?
Yes.
Yes.
Coin, note, maybe just a small amount? How does it feel when you picked it up? Did you feel lucky? Did a smile cross your face as you thought, not a bad day? Here, imagine this. Now you have found a small amount of money and share this news with someone you love. Instead of casual reaction, they respond like you have struck gold. How would you feel then? Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. I would like to take you all to my childhood memory lane when a small 2 rupees coin turned into huge misunderstanding with a great lesson about life, innocence, and family. When I was about 8 years old, I spotted this 2 rupees precious coin lying on the road. Now, to a kid in 1997, this was kind of discovery that could make young child feel like they had find a treasure chest. Naturally, my first instinct was run straight to Grandpa. I thought I would impress him with my newfound wealth. I was waiting for him entire day. He was not there at all. So I put the 2 rupees inside my box and waiting for him. Finally, I spotted. So I marched over to him, my chest puffed with pride, and I told, Grandpa, I found 2 rupees on the street. What I was expecting, pat on the back, well done, or maybe you are becoming a rich. But instead, his reaction was completely not expecting. He said, stupid kid, silent. He's turning this side and slowly closed the door. And he said, oh God, she is my Mahalakshmi. She is the god of wealth. She is fortune. Our family problem is all over. Why is that? Because he misheard. It's not 2 rupees. He understood it's 2,000 rupees. I didn't know. And I was confused. I'm not even asking any question. Why would I? Because he giggling, he practically jumping up and down. So he is happy and I am also happy. And he even giving me 5 rupees to keep safe the 2 rupees. Even as an 8-year-old, I know the difference, right? 2 rupees and 5 rupees. I thought my tata becoming something. So I didn't question him again because he is giggling and is too cute that day. Then evening comes, my mama and me putting rangoli on tomorrow festivals. Then my tata is walking like this and giggling and sit behind my mama and said, Shantima. She was looking at him. Why this guy today is laughing? And he asked, Mahalakshmi. He said, yeah, people are. Yeah, she is a Mahalakshmi. Did you say anyone about the money she find? My mom was confused what he is talking about. And don't tell anybody. If someone asking for the money, then we will give it to him. Otherwise, we keep it safe. We put on the investment. By the time it grow, we will get the pile of cash. Dad, what you are talking about? She only found 2 rupees. Then guess what will be the my grandpa reaction? He's innocent. His face was humorous, at the same time heartbreaking. He was thought the 2,000 rupees will save our family. As a kid, I feel like, Tata is complimenting me. I thought he's saying I'm his Mahalakshmi. Now I am no more his Mahalakshmi. I'll become a Mandalakshmi. So I want to show you all my grandpa because it's an honor. He is the person. My grandpa had always been a simple man. He never rely on anyone. He do his washing cloth. He do everything by himself. On the same week, he just washing his cloth. He not feeling well. His face was very sad, and I was looking at him. He said, I am a Mandalakshmi. Then he said, Ma, please pass me the soap. I was like, no, I'm gonna play. So he is just washing his cloth and put the clothes for drying and went for walking. He's not even crossed the street for 2 streets. He's just died due to cardiac arrest. It's a very sad moment. At his last final moment, he is asking for a small help. He is my favorite person. Whatever he asks, or whether it's a good or sad moment, I always share this news with my grandpa only. Even the 2 rupees, 2 lakhs rupees, he is always my favorite person. But I never helped even at his last moment. So what is 2 rupees legacy taught me? Whether it's a small amount, whether you are winning a big thing or fortune, it's all about the moment. How my grandpa innocence, he thought the small value of money would bring the prosperity to the family, and he's thought about how to value the money. He's talking about the investment, finance, how to grow the family. So still I used to save the money. And third, my regret, not helping him at the last moment. Still I am telling my son, whenever my mom asks anything, never say no. We never know how long they will be with us. They are very precious to our life. Please always respect the old people. Now my son voluntarily asking any grandpa, any grandma, grandma, can I help you? So over to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters. From Horlicks to humanity, Toastmaster Darshita.
Thank you, dear Modi. Will any one of you from this room risk your life for a bottle of Horlicks? Well, now you can ask me, Rakshita, who will do that? I will do that. This creature standing right in front of you had done that. It was 2 months before, was to be precise, in October. I was hardly working in Java programming. Okay, at least I was pretending to work in Java programming. And that's when a group of volunteers rushed into a laboratory and announced us about the holiday. So, at least that's what I thought. But they announced us about the blood donation camp which was taking place in our campus that week. It seems like they will provide a signed OD which is on duty for the rest of the day, and also a free bottle of Horlicks. Yes, a complimentary bottle of Horlicks. How cool is that? So me and my friends got excited about social service and we quickly raised our hands, ma'am. We are interested. And that's when she said, sorry ma'am, only for boys. What? How sexist? Is it boys have blood and we have watermelon juice running inside our bodies or what? We completely got devastated, depressed, and we went back to the classroom. We were striking our pen with our notebook, manifesting for something great, something exciting to happen in our lives rather than all these boring lectures. And that's when I understood that manifestations do work. Suddenly a message popped up in my phone saying that even girls can donate blood now. Wow, signed OD with a bottle of Horlicks. So we quickly rushed to the laboratory where the blood donation happened. And there they took a small body checkup for us because we are going to donate blood. And half of them got rejected due to low HP levels. I don't know whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, I got selected. And 3 of my friends also got selected along with me. So the blood donation process happened. We laid in a bed comfortably and they started to insert the needle inside our body and they started to suck out the blood. Everything was going peacefully. I was able to hear a screaming noise continuously from the right side of me. It was my classmate who had a phobia for needles. She was so anxious, she was not able to cooperate with the people who were sucking out her blood. And we, as classmates, we were so supportive, encouraging. We understood her and what we did. We took a photo, video, made stickers and sent it to various different groups. I never knew that karma is a boomerang. It taught me a lesson very quickly. After all this happened, my senior told me to get up from the bed slowly and she asked me to collect, yes, the bottle of Horlicks. So with full excitement I went there and suddenly my friend entered into the hall and I was able to see him, but not as a 3D image. I was able to see him just like a 2D picture. He was floating in my eyes. My vision got suddenly blurred and all I was able to hear is a feeble noise from my background saying, "Ma'am, what are you doing? You should not get up now. Now come back to your bed." Boom. What happened? Within 2 minutes, I realized that I have been teleported to my bed back. Was it a supernatural power? Am I that powerful? And that's when my friend said, "Fool, you fainted on the ground. We lift you and we have put you here." And this happened continuously for 5 times. It was on a time loop. I'll get up from the bed, I'll go back fainting, I'll get up from the bed, I'll go back fainting. This continuously happened for 5 times. And while all this happened, there were one set of people who were extremely happy about it. Who were they? My own friends. Yes, again they were doing the same
taking videos, and that girl whom I made fun of is now fanning me. She's like, bro, you're alive only, don't worry. You're alive only. Like, what, bro? What are guys are up to? I thought that my generation was the most careless generation to be here. And after the 5th time, they didn't even gave me a bed. They're like, anyway, you're gonna fall down only. No, fall down on the ground only directly. And the grandma who's sweeping the floor is like, Ma, Tali Padma. What are you up to? Even the doctors made fun of me. Come on, these are small hurdles in life. You have to pass through this and come out with flying colors. Sir, I don't need motivation, sir. I need glucose. Please help me. And for the people who have fainted, who know that, I'm not talking about blackouts and not talking about drowsiness, dizziness, but fainting. Completely losing yourself. You know something bad is happening inside your body, but you don't know what is it, you don't know how to react, and all this panic attacks. In spite of all these things happening, these bunch of fools are taking photos and sending stickers in groups. How to handle with all these people? But I think at the end of the day, these fools are the people who lifted me, who fed me, who fanned me, and even they arranged a car just for me and accompanied me on the way back home. It didn't stop there. They even sent millions and millions of messages, calls, just to check whether I'm doing well or not. And I think there is this misconception that the current generation, or maybe the Gen Z generation to be precise, is not that empathetic. They don't have that humanity, or they don't tend to embrace the humanity within themselves. And this moment taught me that it's not like that. They are not just expressing it out, it's not needed. And what was my takeaway from my lesson, from Horlicks to humanity, was that don't risk yourself for a bottle of Horlicks. No, it was not that. Humanity is still alive and it will be alive. Thank you, and Toastmaster Vedava, 2 wheels, 1 city, 2 wheels, 1 city, Toastmaster Vedava.
2 wheels of a bike are enough to explore 1 city. I hope all the bike lovers led by Mr. Sanjay Prasad would agree with me. Recently we had gone to IIT Bombay to he was like, he took the money from my pocket and like, chalo jao. And then we finally reached our destination. And it didn't happen only with me, it happened with one of my another friend also. But he was a total zero in Hindi, and the police inspector fined him 1,500 rupees. And he also happily gave and came. After reaching the gateway of India, we took a stroll around the gateway of India, and nearby it we had the Taj Hotel. We peeked inside the Taj Hotel because that's all we can do. And then we boarded the bike and went through the Marine Drive of the coastal area of Mumbai. That was a really fun drive. And now the time was about 9. So now, our fuels being empty and our stomachs grueling, we had to find a spot to eat. Now here comes the interesting part of the whole journey of my Mumbai. Two bikes were going ahead and 2 bikes were following back. From the total 4 bikes. So I was a part of the forward bike. So we are going ahead and checking, is there any good shop to eat? Is there any good place to eat? And we are going ahead, and suddenly we got a call from my behind bikes. And we are going at high speed, like Mr. Sanjay, and suddenly we stopped. Like, hey, what happened? Why are you calling? Did you find a better shop? He was like, Illa, bike chain college. And everyone was like, Kallicha, how? They were like dazzled, like, how is this even possible? And I'll tell you a scenario which happened with me also. This happens when you put a gear on number 2 or number 3, but give it a throttle speed of number 4 or number 5 gear. This is what one of my friends did. That's why the bike chain came out. Now imagine the situation. We have a bike. The time is 9:15. We are in the city of Mumbai, and only I can survive with my little Hindi speaking skills, and rest of my friends don't know Hindi. time 9:15, bike chain gone, and nowhere to there, no place for any help. Now what to do? We were in a very deep trouble because there is no bike, and how will we return back to IIT Bombay? All my friends who were with me, I told them to go again to the place where the bike was standing. And in the meantime, I started to contact some mechanics. Whomever I called, they were like, "Nahi bhaiya, no bach gaye, they're so wrong." Okay, I left them. Then I was just running over here and there, and I found a petty shop of a mechanical guy. And I told him, "Bhaiya, bike chain gone." He was like, bring the bike. I was like, bike is 2 kilometers away, how can I bring it to you? I wasn't able to convince him that my bike is gone, please come with me so that you can repair it. At last, after some time, I was able to convince him, and after I convinced him, he told me that with a pocket in his hand, he told like, 500 rupees lagega. He got 500 rupees. I was like, I had no other choice but then to accept. I told him, okay, bhaiya, I'll give you, please come. So I boarded the mechanic scooter with him and went back to the place, and he saw the bike and he was like, he told it in Hindi, I'll just translate it for you. He told like, are you fools? You don't even know how to drive a bike. What are you doing over here? So he sat down like this and he was doing this, and I was holding a light for him. And I started to tell the story of why did we come to IIT Bombay, the bike story, and what we are doing here. And he was laughingly accepting, and after finishing that tour, he again put pocket in his hands and told, "Nikalo 500 rupees." But right now, we had only 400 rupees as cash with us. So he told, "Bhaiya, students, IIT Bombay students, please take this here." And he also gleefully accepted, and he told us to return back to IIT Bombay as soon as possible. We then boarded our bike and went to a shop, ate fast, and then returned back as soon as possible. The bike we started was near Gateway of India, somewhere that area, I don't know what area also. And then it stopped at the traffic near IIT Bombay at 1 a.m. at night. The hero of this whole story is the mechanic. If he was not there, we were in a very deep trouble during that time. See, we can't even say to our parents, like, bike is not there. First of all, their question be, why did you take the bike? Who told you to roam over there? I don't allow you to even ride the bike over here, and you're going there and riding. So the hero of the story is a mechanic, and to never forget him, we took a group selfie with him, which I even have, and then we returned back to Bombay, and this is one of the nights which I can never forget. Over to the Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vedava. It's absolutely related to our team bike experience. Okay, now back to the theme. The second one is cake. I'm a bit hungry, so let me know you also hungry by talking about cake cutting. We celebrate any festival. It could be a birthday or a New Year celebration by cutting cake. Someone will eat, some people apply their cake on your face. So, can someone share your cake experience during New Year celebration? You can stand there itself, at least a few moments, few seconds. Any volunteers? The New Year cake celebration? No? No?
Not a New Year celebration, but birthday celebration.
Yeah, anything you can.
We cut the cake for my friend's birthday. No one get the cake and taste it in my face. But on that day, I didn't expect it's not my birthday, but they put that cake in my face. That's the worst experience.
Thank you. Good experience, Neha. Thanks for your cake. Thank you. It's now time to catch hold of the unprepared speakers. Yes, it's table topic. This segment will be conducted by Toastmaster Sandhya. Toastmaster Sandhya is a graduated in horticulture from Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. She has passed her passion for swimming, reading books, and spending quality time with her family. Please put your hands together for table topic masters. Those who don't clap will be called to the stage to give you speech.
In table topic session, the speakers are asked to talk promptly on the given topic without any prior preparation. And it is the most interesting part, and you will get to know. Each speaker is required to talk from 1 to 2 minutes, and the speakers are advised to use the word of the day, ritually. And my first question goes to Toastmaster Roshni. Best birthday gift you ever received or given? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, big news. I turned 18 last month. So, can I get a woo for that? So, I'm finally an adult, and all my birthdays ever since I turned 13 have been really boring. It was either cake at home or crying in the bedroom. So, this birthday, my friends in college decided to make this event very special. So they planned an entire surprise party. My friend baked a cake. She brought the most delicious brownies that I've ever had in my 18 years of existence. And I got a ton of gifts, some including a book, and I got a trip to the clothing store to get clothes of my choice. So since I had turned 18, I took complete advantage of that event, and I took my dad out for shopping as well. So I think I might have burnt a hole in his wallet, and yeah, looking forward to more good. And my second question goes to guest Shakti Kala. Who is someone you admire and why?
Okay. Actually, I thought I'd not be speaking, and I was listening very peacefully. And you guys gave a shocking surprise bomb. Can I get the topic one more?
Who is someone you admire and why?
As of now, I think I admire my friends because they have traveled with me a lot in this law journey. I'm finally a law student, and I think this particular law degree, as in some of the professionals who are sitting here might know how a professional degree is. It's not like an arts degree or something else. I'm not underestimating other degrees, but this particular degree requires a lot of support from other people. I came to know that I was in a mental state that I can exist alone. I can exist, I can survive, I can earn, I can spend, I can be with the people I like all alone. But this profession taught me, no, you really need an admirer at every point of your lifetime. And I think I don't have one specific admirer at once. I try to learn from everyone. I try to learn from everyone I see, and as of today, you have all been very kind to me, and I admire you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Guest Shakti Kala, for sharing your experience on your friend. My third question goes to Guest Rajesh.
all Toastmasters. My unforgettable journey or bike rides. I had a bike journey in the last final year of my college days. I had a bike journey from my college to Tenkasi district of the South Tamil Nadu, which was entirely a bachelor rides of people of 5 to 10 group of 10 members. I had that on the unforgettable rides.
Thank you, guest Rajesh, for sharing your experience. And
Okay, I got a topic on most valuable lesson you have learned in your life. So I'm mid of my life, so I'm still learning. But yeah, so hello Toastmaster and a very warm welcome and good day, good evening. And most valuable lesson I learned is the learning will never complete. I have completed my engineering and I've been 5 years as a professional, but still I'm learning new things, and there are multiple things that I stuck, and I need more help from my colleagues, from my managers, so everyone, even though a junior person who may know something regarding Power BI and other things. So learning never ends, and we need to cope up with that. And there is always, if you stop learning, the life will be boring. So you need to, like a word of the day, rejuvenate. So we need to have it done. We need to start every morning as a new person, closing all the old worries. Just enjoy your life.
thank you. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Dhruv Kumar.
What motivates you always? So at the outset, I would like to say that I also clapped hard, but I was still called onto the stage for this topic. Okay, so what motivates you always? Many factors. Motivation is always, I believe, a multifactorial experience. First, I would say my parents, definitely, because your parents are the pillars of support from childhood till the stage when you become independent. They have been providing you with all the resources and emotional support so that you try to achieve your dreams. So when you try to do the thing which you're trying to accomplish, you're also actually carrying your parents' dreams, their hopes and everything, and all the things that they have sacrificed. So that I would say is the biggest motivation for me. And apart from that, what are you trying to achieve in life? Is it something like personal satisfaction or gratification? Or through this journey, are you able to help other people, many others who are, say, suppose you're working in a government service or a public service, and there are many people who depend on you for even the basic needs. So when you try to deliver such a job, it is not just your own payment, your gratification, your own comfort, but you're impacting the lives of many others, thousands of lives, hundreds of lives. So in such a case, when you see that the smile on their face or their needs being satisfied, and their simple thanks, that I think is the biggest motivation. So these two are my biggest motivation factors.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhruv Kumar. I will also take this as a motivation for myself in my life. Timer, do we have time?
go to the Toastmaster today. Thank you Toastmaster Sandhya for your table topic session, and thank you guests and Toastmaster for your impromptu speeches. Now coming back to discourse. Everyone loves to dance. Am I right? Yes. I was shy but not anymore. So I request whoever feels very young, please get up and we have a small step for this theme. I request whoever feels young. Please stand up.
So everybody should do this with me, okay? So this new year, so let's do it together. Very simple, sir.
Please, you can come on the stage. Even I am also trying.
So I might hit the pub tonight, so I'm just starting my new year with this. Come on, everybody. Let's have a great year. Thank you.
But I will not leave you. Please hold. We have a New Year celebration song. As usual, you know the familiar song. Kamala Hassan song. Yes. Ready? Shall we start? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ilamai ido ido. No, I want everyone. Inimai ido ido. College teenage பெண்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நம்மீது கண்கள் இளமை இதோ இதோ இனிமை இதோ இதோ. Thank you so much. You are a great dancers. You are not shy. Thank you. It was a beautiful one. You are great dancers. Yes, of course. It's time for some evaluation. I invite general evaluator Toastmaster Sanjay to the stage.
At the starting of the meeting, we missed it. Sorry. So now I would like to move on to the qualitative assessment of the meeting. That will be the introduction of the evaluators of the prepared speech. The first evaluator will be Toastmaster Rakshita Shivakumar. Since she was already introduced, I would like to call her to the stage.
Thank you, G. Learning to swim from a spoon of water. Who said these lines? Okay. Ma'am, note down the people who are not answering and cut down the snaps. Firstly, it was said by my target speaker Meenakshi. Firstly, I would like to congratulate her for completing her level 1 today. Not with just a single role, but performing dual roles today. Let's give her a round of applause. I know how much difficult it is because I'm also sailing on the same boat today. But unlike me, she rocked here on the stage. There are 3 things which I loved in your speech, starting with the articulation and narration. It was a well-structured speech, and the way you narrated your whole speech made it to another level. The second thing would be the vocal variety. I think the vocal variety and the tone in which you pressed down on your words created a whole new elevation towards your speech, and the vocal variety really plays an important role in adapting towards the situation in the speech, and also it expressed the emotions which you are trying to convey in a clear way to the audience. And coming to the sprinkle of humor, and also you engage the audience with singing a whole song, and I think that it made you to connect with the audience even more better. And coming towards the purpose of the speech, the purpose of this speech was satisfied, because when I asked her about the feedback she got from her previous speech, it was to include her speech title, which was seamlessly done. She included the title smoothly into her whole speech. And moving to the places which I think needed the area of improvement, she really gave me a tough time because I spent a lot of time in searching for the area of improvement so that I could really save myself from my evaluator. So the first thing would be the time management. I think you had a lot of time. You could have went, you could have got that time and you could have stressed more on how learning your mother tongue really influenced you to help you to know about what your culture and what your heritage means to you. And the second thing would be the stage usage. You literally had the whole stage. And for example, when you were opening, reciting a famous quote, you could have started it from here because it was a quote. If I'm not wrong, it was done by Shivaji Ganesan. You could have started it from here and went saying the quote towards the end of the stage, and you could have got back here and then you would have started your speech. And the third thing would be the audience engagement. Of course, you had a little Q&A session at the end of the speech, but I think if you could place it or place the same or something similar to it in the front or during the opening, it would have really got you a way to grab the attention of the audience in the first minute of your speech itself. To sum it up, it was a great speech with great articulation, great vocal variety, and the purpose of the speech was satisfied. If you could involve or incorporate all these changes like I said, time management and stage usage, it would be a best speech.
The next evaluator is Toastmaster Meenakshi Kadirve. She was also already introduced by the Toastmaster of the day, so I would like to call Toastmaster Meenakshi Kadirve onto the stage.
Before giving my feedback, I would like to congratulate my speaker on completing her level 1. There was a brilliant opening by questioning. She started her opening speech by questioning everyone. She created the curiosity of finding 2 rupees on the roadside. Not 2 rupees, money on the roadside. I didn't raise my hand because I never had that luck to find money on the roadside. But she had, because she's not only Mahalakshmi to his grandfather, she's also Mahalakshmi to our club because she's the current treasurer for our club. The speech is well structured. It had good opening, body and conclusion with the Navarasam in it, because the story started happily, ended sadly. It had humor in between. When she's talking about his grandfather, his curiosity and surprise to know about that money, his misunderstanding, that 8-year-old Jayasudha's innocent. Everywhere, throughout, I love the story. I love the speech from starting to till ending. So I don't have any recommendations, but being an evaluator, I have to give a few recommendations to my speaker. So she might have left with a powerful call to action through a provoking question or inspiring statement like that, and should have used some appropriate properties, and that way it would have been very useful. And to conclude, his grandfather continued to pass down his knowledge about saving money to my speaker through a symbolic 2 rupee coin, bringing generation with valuable lessons. To conclude, overall a wonderful entertaining speech with the inclusion of powerful conclusion and using appropriate properties. The speech had the potential to evaluate from good to great speech. Congratulations, and over to Toastmaster.
The next evaluator will be Toastmaster Jayasudha Rajaram, and I would like to invite her to the stage.
400 years ago, a Norman got control of fire. They would sit around campfire to tell stories. That's how, as a human, we like telling stories. Congratulations to Rakshita, to relatable story, to immediately drew us in. Horlicks to humanity. Who will not give little blood for a single glass of Horlicks? Of course, I would. If it is a lifetime supply, I even give my 5 liters of blood. But it's jokes. Don't call Red Cross on me. So jokes aside, Rakshita is a very young lady
and she already shows how the speech is elegant, and she cracked the secret of delivering the speech and leave us both laughing and thinking provoking. I'm happy that I'm 90s kid because I have the humanity. Because Gen Z, she's pointing out they don't have a humanity. She knows the secret, how humorous can convert it into delivering the powerful messages. Big kudos to her and big round of applause. Thank you. And her speech started with personal, relatable story, and her humorous antidote to lead in deeper messages like where is the humanity gone? Where is the humanity gone? It's not only with Gen Z, it's with everyone. We never bothering, we all focusing on the social media stuffs, and he is not even care about the person who she is painting. Even her own friends are bullying her. This is our life is going. So big round of applause to her to pointing out through her stories. And my suggestion is that when she come on the stage, because she's fond of Horlicks, right? So when she come on the stage, if she could use the props of Horlicks packet, then you will feel more connected to that. And when she is on the stage, she's saying painting and drowsy. So I just want her to little more expressive and her pass. She's giving the pass. She is a joke bomb actually. Whenever hilarious, very humorous, but give little pass time to let the humor sink in. And overall conclude her speech was crystal clear. Her fluency was top notch, and her speech was a super duper hit. For a blockbuster hit, please give little props and little humorous pastime. Thank you very much.
The next evaluator will be evaluating Toastmaster Vedava Krishna's speech, and the fourth evaluator will be Toastmaster Avinash Kumar. Toastmaster Avinash Kumar is an embedded software engineer in a French firm called DM International. He has got his master's from Billiard Institute of Technology and Science. And in its free time, Avinash enjoys indulging in hobbies of learning new languages, swimming, and cycling.
Communication is a skill. Leadership is an identity. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. A great leader is not only one who guides us, but also who is ready to define himself or herself throughout his actions, words. Today, we all witnessed a great leader's speech that offered both insights as well as inspiration. Let me share my evaluation of Vedava's speech. The commendation which I would like to say is that the delivery part. Indeed, it was a rejuvenating trip to the city of nights. But at the end, it turned out to be a rant story about his fellow friends. Vedava, you demonstrated your exceptional delivery, which highlighted your communication skills, whether it's your little Hindi as well as your English. Your opening story immediately grabbed the audience attention and set the stage. The second commendation which I would like to say to you is that the organization of your speech. It had a great opening, the middle, as well as a super ending. You gave the credit to the hero of the story as the mechanic who helped you on that day. It showcased your authenticity as a leader. Few suggestions that I would like to propose to this story is that the first one is the engagement part. You would include few passes in between the story whenever you say there are 2 more kilometers to reach the bike station. You could include little pauses for us to reflect that moment. The second one is the body language. It was limited. If you could able to express more, then you could deepen your message. The third thing is the objectives of the speech is to introduce the audience what kind of leadership style you have. Whether it's going to be a pace setting that you are able to manage the problem, or you are an affiliated leader where you tell the goals and then you get that amicability in your team. So that particular point need to be considered, being the crowd also includes distinguished Toastmasters and then senior Toastmasters. Moving on, today your speech reminded us that leadership is a journey and not a destination with your regenerating bike story. With that note, I would like to congratulate you for delivering your thought-provoking second level speech. I'm looking forward to see you as a leader. With that note, I would like to pass the control to the GD.
The first three evaluators we had today were first time evaluators. We are giving in their maiden first evaluation today. So it calls for an evaluation of the evaluation session. So we will have Toastmaster Narendra to evaluate the evaluation given by Toastmaster Rakshita Shivakumar. Before calling Narendra onto the stage, I would like to read his evaluation. Toastmaster Narendra is a yoga teacher by profession who loves to read books, and he is also affectionately called as the Shah Rukh Khan Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters.
रुक जा ओ दिल दीवाने. Thank you. Bikes, cakes and discos. Good evening fellow my dear guest, Toastmaster and distinguished Toastmaster. What is the similarity in bikes, cakes and discos?
Fun.
Fun, okay. Alright, let me tell you. In this spelling, the S is the similarity. Here, in the evaluation part, the evaluator, Rakshita, you are a great evaluator. For you, it goes the yes. Can you please give her a big hand? Thank you. Enriching, encouraging, influencing, and motivating evaluation. In evaluation, there will be three parts, like a sandwich. The upper part, middle part, and the lower part. Upper part is, we start with the positivity of the speakers. And middle part, the constructive feedback. And the last part, the summary. Exactly, the Rakshita did wonderfully. The positivity of the speakers, he spoke about learning the swim is no theory, but it is action. You also uploaded your speakers. You said that articulation and narration was wonderful. And vocal variety, emotion. She spoke so emotionally. She attracted all the crowd so well. And a sprinkle of the humor. You did not left even a single point of the positivity of your speakers. And the constructive feedback. The purpose of speech also you included. It was including the title, well narrated. And you also said the time management, stages uses, like how when she was talking about someone's code, how you have to express it, how it could be done. And generally, when evaluating, we don't suggest people. We say, I think you'd have done that way so that you can move forward. You did wonderfully. Summarizing, great speech you said, great articulation with a proper narration. You also said the time management. Here, the last but not the least, I wanted to add a small point so that it could help you in future. The positivity carrying will help her to improve her next speech. But one more thing, it's like a feeding fish and making her or someone to catch the fish. You would have said some good quote like keep it up, whole life is waiting for you, and all the best for your future life, not only for the future speech. Thank you so much. Back to the general evaluation.
Evaluate the evaluation of Toastmaster Meenakshi Kadirave. We will have evaluator Toastmaster Arunmozhi Villalan. Before calling her onto the stage, I would like to introduce her formally. She is a poet, freelance trainer, writer, and a great Pattimandalam speaker. She is also currently the president of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club. She has a degree in MBA Finance and is currently part of the Learning and Development Department of Mass Technical Police.
Good evening, everyone, once again. They say well begun is half done. Do you all agree?
Yes.
So big kudos to Meenakshi for getting on to the journey of being an evaluator from today on in our esteemed club. Congratulations and a big round of applause to her. Any evaluation has the good part, the part that can be improved, and the part that never gets noticed. The first part that we are going to talk about is the part that was very good. Just like in the cake, the cream and the decoration is what first attracts a cake, right? Like that. The first thing that attracted me in Meenakshi's speech was how she started out with pulling a humor. She said, not only Mahalakshmi in the story, but also Mahalakshmi of the club. And she correlated that story instance with being a treasurer of the club, which is actually called situational humor in real life. Kudos to you on that one. The second one is that the observational skills that she had on the target speaker, Toastmaster Jayasudha. She said there was a variety of emotions, happiness, thriller, sadness, a kind of regret that she had. So there was a lot of emotions that the target speaker actually displayed on stage, which is the Navarasa that she had actually portrayed, which means she had paid attention to the body language, the usage of the words, and the facial expression of her target speaker. Kudos to you on being an active listener and an observational speaker at the same time. The third part is the way she summarized. It's not easy even for regular evaluators to go on with summarizing the points from an evaluation. But she did it precisely on what was good in the target speaker. If she has to improve and take this evaluation to its next level, though she had a few elements where she could improve, she started off saying, I did not find anything, but because I want to say something, I'm saying this. The point she gave was crystal clear, a nail on the head. If only the target speaker could include a call to action, the entire evaluation would have been totally different from there on. So, had you gone and emphasized saying, with the call to action, because this is a powerful story, and if you had had a call to action, you could take this to its next level. Like say for example, value a relationship when it is already with you. Cherish the loved ones when they are near you. And you also had another point wherein you wanted the target speaker to improve, which said you could use appropriate props. What is appropriate for you is not appropriate for me. So you could have highlighted like a 2 rupee coin, which will make it more relatable. So overall, it was a wonderful evaluation. If you could only take on call to action and elaborate on what is the appropriate props, you could take the speech to the next level. And over to the general evaluator.
Evaluate the evaluation of Toastmaster Jayasudha. We will have our evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Veena GS. Before calling her onto the stage, I would like to introduce her. She is a strategic HR consultant with 25 years of industry experience, and she is an alumna of the prestigious XLRI Jamshedpur. She is a distinguished Toastmaster from Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club, and she has been in the club since 2012. And she has mentored over 75 members and has a lot of feathers to her Toastmasters cap. And she is also instrumental in creating 9 new clubs in TN. Distinguished Toastmaster Veena ma'am doesn't create clubs, she also goes on to support those clubs just like she supported the club today.
Thank you so much for that generous introduction. And where is my target evaluator? Jayasudha, what a brilliant way to start your evaluation journey. Excellent analysis of Toastmaster Rakshita's speech in terms of her storytelling capability, expressions, and the description of the whole humor content, especially about the Horlicks portion of it. And how beautifully you were able to even give her recommendation in terms of the props, bringing in a Horlicks sachet, etc. And I should also say, you have excellently come up with the summarization. So I think that's something very crucial, that it's not easy to summarize after giving the, especially when it is your first evaluation, to summarize. I think she deserves a big round of applause. So coming to a recommendation. What was the project purpose for you? The project purpose was to evaluate a speaker who has already given the first speech, and that feedback has to be taken and incorporated. I think the major chunk of it, that entire project purpose of, in your previous speech, this person there, and you have done brilliantly well, was completely missing. So what I would say is, first of all, each of us should be reading, whether we are evaluators or whether we are speakers, we are supposed to first go through the manual of the speaker as well as us. So this is the major recommendation that I have, that you have to focus on the project purpose of evaluation projects, so that you can take care of giving the feedback. I would like to ask Rakshita, did you give your evaluation sheet to the evaluation sheet of the previous speech, the first speech that you gave? Did you happen to give it to your?
I didn't give the sheet, but I said that these were the feedbacks which were given to me.
Fantastic. So this is also a huge learning, that anybody who's attempting this particular second speech should give their feedback form of the first speech to their evaluators. So if it could have been done, I'm sure that you would have done a very brilliant job, but otherwise also it is our responsibility to get the feedback. So with that note, I would say brilliant maiden attempt, showcasing the sandwich technique of comment, recommend and comment. You have really motivated her towards the end in terms of the summarizing. Just take care of the project purpose. You will be a brilliant evaluator. Thank you, and over to the
Now it is time for the quantitative team to give their report. So now I would like to call upon the timer to present this report.
Finally here to give the timing report of the speeches today. Prepared speeches 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Meenakshi Kadirvel took 5 minutes 38 seconds. Toastmaster Jayasudha took 6 minutes 26 seconds. Toastmaster Rakshita took 6 minutes 24 seconds. Toastmaster Vedav Krishna took 8 minutes 20 seconds. Table topics. Toastmaster Roshni took 1 minute 9 seconds. Guest Shakti Kala took 1 minute 11 seconds. Guest Rajesh took 38 seconds. Guest Mohan Kumar took 1 minute 14 seconds. Toastmaster Dhruv Kumar took 1 minute 31 seconds. And evaluations 2 to 3 minutes. Toastmaster Rakshita Sukumar took 3 minutes 34 seconds. Toastmaster Meenakshi Kadirvel took 2 minutes 11 seconds. Toastmaster Jayasudha took 2 minutes 48 seconds. Toastmaster Avinash Kumar took 2 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Narendra took 2 minutes 56 seconds. Toastmaster Arun Mori Villalan took 3 minutes 33 seconds. Toastmaster Reena took 2 minutes 51 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you for the elaborate report, Toastmaster Naresh. And now it is the time for the R counter to present this report. I would like to call upon the R counter, Toastmaster Sundarajan.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, all Toastmasters and guests. I have made a note down. What are the figures you will say in your speech? Here is my report. Toastmaster Indumadi, you had 1 hour. Toastmaster Sajay Prasad, you had 1 hour. Toastmaster Rakshita, 1 hour. Toastmaster Meenakshi, you had 3 hours, 1 hour. Toastmaster Jayasudha, you had 1 hour, 1 hour. Toastmaster Vedav Krishna, you had 2 hours, 1 hour. And now you use it twice. Toastmaster Sandhya, you had 1 hour. Toastmaster Roshini, you had so each one time. Guest Satyakala, you had 3 hours. Guest Rajesh and guest Mohan Kumar, you had 3 hours. Toastmaster Dhruv Kumar, you had 1 hour. And Toastmaster Arvind Kumar, Toastmaster Arun Modi, Toastmaster Narendra, Toastmaster DTM Reena, you have 1 hour for this.
Now I would like to call the English teacher of the day, aka the grammarian, onto the stage.
So word of the day, ultimate used guest Mohan 1 time, and Toastmaster Avinash Kumar used 2 times, and the list of the codes and different words are used. The Toastmaster Arun used cake word, nail on the head. Toastmaster Sanjay used plastic. Toastmaster Reenakshi used perseverance. Toastmaster Jayasudha used elegant, hilarious, and Toastmaster Rashika used feedback.
Now it is the time for me as the general evaluator to present the overall report for the meeting. So first things first, the meeting started on time. Let us all applaud for that. For getting the meeting venue ready before 4 o'clock. Thank you for that. And then the guests were greeted upon arrival, and I encourage all the members, executive committee to come at least 15 minutes before the meeting. It would be heavily appreciated. If it is an emergency, fine, but others, please try to make it on time. And the guests were informed about the Toastmasters format by our BPM, and also the presiding officer got the guest introduction from each one of the guests, and every Toastmaster was properly introduced. And even though we had backouts, it was filled well by our Toastmaster Monash, who took upon the grammarian role on the spot. And one more observation that I add on today's meeting is most of us have come in a very formal attire, but I encourage all the guests and the members alike to present themselves in a very formal attire. So for men, the formal attire would be shirts tucked in and shoes. You start following this for every meeting you do, and you can see your confidence getting growing. It is called a wardrobe because you wear it to war. It is the modern man's war chest. So start building one. You will bring that confidence in you as you do it. So the table topic session was very well in line with the theme, and thanks to table topic master Toastmaster Sandhya for that. And it was a good initiative to start reading the minutes of the meeting before the meeting. It was well done, and that is the observations and recommendations I had. And now I would like to pass on the control to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sanjeev. I hope you all enjoyed about the theme bikes, cakes, and discourse. Especially discourse, you have proved you are against it. And this is my first time I played the Toastmaster of the Day. You are a wonderful audience, and I thank you all for your cooperation. I wish you a happy new year filled with public speaking and leadership qualities. And now, hand over the control back to the presiding officer.
Good evening, everyone, once again. Before I go on and ask the feedback, today there was one person in this room who was full of smiles. Can you guess who it is? It is actually our VP. One thing is, he was so happy to have so many people as guests, and people like Narendra, DTM, Reena ma'am and all coming in for our meeting today, which makes this meeting a special beginning for all of us. How many of you had taken any kind of, what do they call? The New Year ones. Resolutions. Did you all have a resolution? Lift your hands if you had one. No, some of you might be shy, but your inner heart knows. So please lift your hands. Don't feel shy, lift your hands. Okay? So there are people, as I told you, right? There are some things that are very tempting, like the cream of the cake. They are called resolutions. But after the layer goes off, the actual sponge is what actually gives you the taste, right? So, as I began during the meeting, when the opening was, I was inspired by who? Valliyakka. Valliyakka is my cook. You can get easily inspired by many people, but to keep the resolution fire going on in you, you need influencers like Valliyakka. That influencer could be a person in this room, like a Gen Z kid like Rakshita or like Vedava, or our own VPE who's like trim and smartly dressed, or our immediate past president Avinash, or a person who's always there for you when you call her DTM Reena ma'am. You knock at her and you say, oh, I can't come today. But then you say, ma'am, there is no choice. There is some way she'll make it for you. As he said, these are the people who actually give you the belly fire that keeps you burning and keeps you growing in all walks of life. So it really doesn't matter what you do. It is about the consistency with which you keep doing it over and over again, that you are going to excel in whatever you do. You don't have to be the best in what you do, but you have to start and you have to get it going. Don't give excuses for yourself. These are not New Year resolutions that die after January 12th or January 14th. Self-development is something we have to embark on ourselves. We have to decide, yes, I'm going to show up for every meeting no matter what. 2 hours is what you are putting in for yourself. How many of you have facials? Can you raise your hands? None of you go have facials. Okay, how many of you have haircuts? That's the easiest. Okay, almost everybody has, right? Okay. If you think grooming is part of your putting yourself in the best possible manner, public speaking comes in the forefront. Even to go and talk to the hairstylist what kind of hairstyle you want. There are times, have you ever had a wrong haircut?
Every time.
Many times, every time. Is it because of your fault or the hairstylist's fault?
Both.
It is mostly because of our fault. We have a particular image in mind. Let's say, I want Trisha-like haircut, but in which movie Trisha? I should tell him, right? If I go and say, I want this particular hairstyle of a particular Nayanthara heroine movie, but if I don't tell, he will give me Chandramukhi look if I want Jyotika's hairstyle. So it all starts with communication, and communication is the key to success, right from the barber shop to the bar council meeting or to a boardroom meeting. If you want to excel, start investing just 2 hours. Don't give the VPE any kind of excuses saying, this week I couldn't come, this week I had a test. Everybody has everything, but prioritize yourself first, because consistency is what you will get. At the end of it, you will reap the benefits of consistency in the form of rewards. You never know, somebody will come and appreciate. Hey Indu, you look so great. You look just like Nayanthara. When did you have this haircut? That time you will know my communication with the barber was in the right way. Correct? So, friends and fellow Toastmasters, communication starts from investing time in yourself. And if you want to do that, there is no better place than a place like Chennai Wordsmiths to come, invest your time, have a different variety of people. You have from Gen Z kids to I don't know what should you call me and Reena ma'am and everything. But you have a variety of experience experience which will enrich this journey of everyone here in the room. With that, I'd like to call for feedback from guests. Again, for want of time, what do we have time? Can I call people here? Okay, is the voting link sent? Yes. The voting link is sent in the guest group and in the members group. I've sent it to you. So I'll give everyone a minute for you to vote. Narendra, done? Take your time, decide who you think was good, decide who influenced you better today. There could be many people who influenced you, but choose one person among that to declare them as the winner for today's meeting. Are we all done? Is it done?
Yes.
Thank you. So can we have some quick feedbacks? Yes, please.
Yeah, that's good over here. Right.
Whatever, however you feel is good.
Okay, so this is my second session here.
No, that's okay, that's okay.
So this is my second session here with Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters. So the things which I recognized was, even the last meeting and this meeting, the meeting started on the dot and ended in time. And it's very professional, the structure is very professional. I was missing Toastmasters for the last 4 years. Now I'm glad to be back. So I think I will be starting my journey very shortly with Toastmasters. Last time my New Year resolution was on fitness, and I ensured the consistency stuck on till the end of December. As ma'am rightly said, consistency, it gets you somewhere, and it definitely, you can reap rewards out of it. So likewise, I should be joining. Probably next 2 weeks I'll be traveling. I'll be back, and then I'll be joining to the Toastmasters. And so thank you so much. It's a beautiful crowd. It's a full house today. So I'll be, giving my first speech over there within a few weeks. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else, please?
So this is my first meeting with Toastmasters as I came up with a guest. I'm the one in the school days. Whenever the teacher want to ask me a question, I always fall down and making myself not visible to my teacher. But it's a great opportunity here. Now I can enhance my skill on the public speaking, and the whole day the journey from the starting to the ending, the way of guests also called suddenly for a tabletop speaking, those things I really like. So this is what I would like to recommend.
Thank you so much. So anybody else? Dr. Williams?
So it's really very nice. This is my second time coming to Toastmasters, and really very nice, very vibrant, and I think that this 2 hours was well spent. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Russell, please. Yeah.
So I didn't get to the nature of the club, but as of now I can say that this punctuality and the kindness you all offered was very overwhelming, and I think everyone sitting here are with a mission to self-development. And I'm glad that this new year I'm spending time with you.
Thank you so much. Excuse me. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet your name, please. Geeta. Geeta. Please take your feedback for the session.
This is the first class I am coming actually. My friend Divya only recommended this class. I really want to get rid of my afraid speaking in stage. So I hope this will be very helpful for me.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Would you like to say something?
This is also my first section. I am very afraid to speak in public. This one is help to make me future for the
Thank you.
Hi. So this is my first session. Thanks for calling me up to the stage. I hope I did something good. And yeah, I'm good. New to stages, so I'm a person who sit back and appreciate people who speak there. And yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I inspired by you for 3 months. I have been trying for a long time. So today I got an opportunity to
Your name, please?
Gamdas.
Actually, this is my first class. My mother was very interested and she was doing research of Toastmaster what is, and she was the one who was forcing me to attend this. And because of her, I got interested and it was very interested. And I would gain in confidence when I am attending Toastmasters, and it was very interesting.
I'm glad you didn't regret it. So
Oh,
excited. So we've done our job as Toastmasters.
It's my first time to come to Toastmaster Club. I always believe in gaining the confidence and other things. You will be able to come only when you are able to speak it there. I was just googling interested and I was able to figure out that you guys are doing it Saturday and some other locations. Then I was just thought, okay, let's do a try and let's check it out how it is going to happen. But it was really well organized. I didn't expect that the way you guys are giving a constructive feedback for everyone was exceptional to the same time. Really, thank you. Thank you for this kind of opportunity you are giving for all the guys. It will really help for a lot of people for gain their confidence and the way they have to progress in their career.
Your name, please?
Paul.
Thank you so much. You hunted the fraternity and you came to us. So
Thank you so much for it, first of all, ma'am. Because she's not regretting.
Oh, I'm so glad about it. Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's so nice to be in Toastmasters again. Joining the Toastmasters Club was a New Year resolution for me back in 2019. So it was a very good experience to be here and to say like you won't meet selfless or supporting people anywhere else other than in Toastmasters. That was my experience.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So myself, Parthiban, first of all, sorry for being late. Actually, I was moving around. And actually, last month I have just decided to join the Toastmasters Club. I have got to know about Chennai Wordsmiths from my colleague. And as a new resolution, I said I have joined today, and this is my first class. And I'm glad that the space is positive and with the constructive feedbacks. Looking forward to improving public speaking skills.
Thank you so much. Your name, please? So, having covered everyone, sir, would you like to speak something, sir? Your daughter's first journey as a member?
Yeah, actually, in fact, I was the one 10 years ago when I started. That day I decided to put her. That is how we started. She started as a cavalier, and after breakup around 2-3 years again, she herself made an interest to join, and this is the time. Of course, as everybody spoke much about this Toastmasters, it's going to be for newcomers. What I would suggest is it's a very good platform where you can definitely excel. That is what.
So Roshni, I'm sure you're not victimized, right? So I'm glad all of you feel this place is such a motivating place. And we already have 3 new members in our fraternity who have joined us, Dhruva Kumar, Roshni and Leela. Leela, hope you had a good time today.
Yes.
Yes? Would you like to say something?
Actually, I was planning to join here. It was a long time plan. Every week I came and I saw the people were talking. So this is a motivation I got it. So immediately I thought, okay, no need to wait. Join as a member and develop myself better.
Thank you so much, Leela. A big round of applause to everyone for inspiring and influencing one another here. Okay, the best speaker for today goes to Toastmaster Meenakshi Kadarve.
Thank you all.
Best table topic, guest Sashikala.